Let's talk about that Xbox Game Showcase. There's an awesome looking new platformer from the creators of Sonic. Yay! And there's also a Jet Set Radio spiritual successor. Ooh, it looks good. If you want to win one of 4 Nintendo eShop $50 gift cards, stick around to the end of the video to find out how. Ah! Oh boy, I meant to live stream and live react to the Xbox Game Showcase. I thought it was tonight at 9, but it was 9 a.m. I'm used to like Nintendo and all this stuff being at like 9 a.m. because, you know, Japan, they do it in Japan time and we have to get it early as fuck, like 7 a.m., 9 a.m. or whatever. And I was like, obviously, Xbox, an American company, they're gonna do it like 9 p.m. when everyone's home from work and we can all just sit down and eat our popcorn and enjoy our Xbox Game Showcase. But nope! Wow, no! They did it at 9 a.m. And I slept right through it and I woke up and I saw every single YouTuber already done the reaction. I said, uh-oh, stinky poop. I did not choose to react at the time, but I did watch it in the morning when I woke up. But I was like, I'll just talk about it tonight on the news. I'm late, everyone's already done their whole spiel. It's not gonna be a fresh take, but I do wanna give you my take on it. It was a pretty lackluster show, I thought, for a lot of reasons that we'll get into here in a second. I'm gonna give you a rundown of what my little highlights from it were, just pretty much talk about the show, and compare it to PlayStation's recent show that they had, which I thought was much, much better. But it started off with Halo Infinite gameplay, which I am a big fan of Halo. I said multiple times that this is what I was looking forward to most, was Halo Infinite. It was just an 8-minute demo of pure gameplay. Everyone's like roasting the screenshots online because they look really bad. They really do. I saw a picture of a Brute and it looked like a PS3 game. It was bad. It looked really bad. And Xbox was like touting like how their graphics, like Phil Spencer's like, I saw the PlayStation games and I'm really confident in the Xbox. I'm really confident we're gonna blow them out of the water. And I was like, okay, Phil, you didn't do that. But in motion, the graphics looked cool. The lighting was nice. The draw distance was very big. There was popping and stuff from like some fog and clouds and stuff in the distance, which I was like disappointed to see. But the thing about these Xbox games is, which is really, really disheartening, Xbox said, we're not gonna have any Xbox Series X exclusives for 2 years. So every game that comes out Xbox Series X is gonna be on Xbox One and playable in the last generation. And I'm like, oh, PlayStation 5 games are being made for PlayStation 5. If you're on PlayStation 4, fuck you, you don't get to play this game. If you're on Xbox, they go, no, of course we're gonna make it so you can play it. So they're not gonna fully optimize the game to its true full potential. They gotta make it so it'll run, and obviously like, well, they can just go to the graphics setting and go, descale. I don't think it's that easy. I think they have to make it somewhat similar to both games. Regardless, the Halo Infinite did not look like a next-gen game. It looked like a current-gen game at best. I may be an idiot, maybe like, dude, the lighting on that scene was unbelievable. You couldn't even match that, blah, 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 whatever. They said it was a Halo that was like 3 times bigger than Neo Halo. I'm still very, very excited to see it. Obviously, it's gonna take some polishing. They have a ton of time to polish it. So looking forward to that still was my highlight of the show personally. Because everything else I didn't really care that much for. I did like a few things, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, you don't like Fable, which we're gonna get into in a little bit. I never played a Fable in my life. I know I need to, I probably will. We'll check it out when it comes out, but anyways, next they showed off Forza, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about Forza, like racing sim. It's just like the last racing sims, but this time it looks better than the last one, but it's the exact same. I know people love these. I'm just having fun making jokes. Don't get offended. I have friends, personal, close friends that love Forza to death. One of my friends, Ethan, I accidentally like fucked up his save file on Forza and he flipped his goddamn shit. Like seriously, he got so upset. But I get it. I get the appeal. You're a car guy. Great. Not for me though. Not for me personally. And then we got Rare. They showed up. The Rare logo popped up on screen, and I was like, okay, whoa, Rare's coming out with a game. And then it showed this colorful green foliage, and I was like, don't do this to me. Don't. And they didn't. It was not Banjo 3 or a Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie sequel or new Banjo game. It was a game called Everwild. And I was like, oh God, no, why? They made it look cartoon and fun, and they said, look, we're doing something completely different than what you want. Awesome. It looked like very whatever. I was like, oh, great, I don't care at all. Another mediocre Rare game, like, what was that pirate game they made? I don't even fucking remember, Sea of Thieves. Great, people are gonna like it for like a month, and they're gonna go, whoa, what, Rare, who, what? So anyways, then they showed off a ton of random stuff that I didn't care about, blah, 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 blah. There was a Phantasy Star Online, like 2 or something that was really cool. Apparently it's free. I like that. Never played a Phantasy Star Online, but I've heard they're addicting and incredible as hell. So I'd be interested in checking that out, especially since it's free to play. Obviously they're gonna get microtransactions and skins and blah, 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 and all that stuff to make their money. They showed off Psychonauts 2, which is very cool. I'm liking the platformers are coming back into style, which there's another platformer we're going to talk about later in the video. That's unrelated to the Xbox thing, but Psychonauts 2, classic platforming, fantastic platforming stuff there. It was a weird thing with like Jack Black singing a song though, over some weird trippy gameplay. Very cool still, but not that great to see in the show. The game's going to be amazing, but the little Jack Black trailer thing, didn't care. And then blah, 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 random bullshit, more random bullshit. And at the end, they did the fucking Nintendo like made this thing where any direct now, we just expect them to go, and we got one more thing. And it's like, what? You got one more thing? I had no idea, surprise! It's to be expected now. It used to be actual surprise when they first started doing it. We're like, wait, what? One more thing? Hold on. You just showed us all this and you got one more thing? And now Xbox and PlayStation not only copying the direct style of thing, they're actually doing the one more fucking thing to it. I'm like, I ain't gonna copy them that much. But anyways, the one more thing was Fable, a new Fable game, Fable 4, I think they've had Fable 3, but it didn't have a number on it, it just said Fable. So maybe it's just like a reboot of the series. And it was like a little fairy flying around and they got eaten by a frog and like, uh-oh, that's wacky, unexpected. The fairy got eaten, the Fable, gotcha. And that, everyone flipped their shit because people fucking love Fable. People have been wanting a new Fable forever. Like I said, I've never played any Fable, so I don't have that attachment to it. But I would probably check it out because people speak so highly of it. And that was like, everyone's like, oh my God, there's a new Fable. Jesus Christ, Xbox. But for the most part, people were saying, this show sucked, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But people do love Fable. And, like I said, I got nothing to say about that. It was whatever to me. My favorite thing was Halo, and that wasn't even that great. So the show was overall disappointing. It was like an hour long almost, I think. PlayStation, the stuff that PlayStation showed off at their thing looked amazing. Like the gameplay on a lot of these games, not that like Bug Island or whatever the fuck that was, Bug Tales or some, I don't know what the fuck it is, some bug game, I don't know. That looked like shit. But the rest of the PlayStation was like, oh my God, this is what next gen looks like. We were all like, okay, now this is an actual graphical leap. When we went from Xbox 360, like Xbox One and PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, it wasn't that big of a like noticeable leap at first. We were like, oh, yeah, I guess that is new, huh? But this one was like, woo, wow, these look fucking amazing. Xbox, like I said, their games are being made to run across multiple generations, so they're not gonna get that full just pull out of that. Phil Spencer swears it's more powerful, but we're gonna have to wait a couple of years to really see that because the games are gonna have to run on both consoles. That whole situation. And I liked the PlayStation exclusives better. They had the Miles Morales. They had that one really fucking cool game with the chick collecting these little like creatures that like attack things. I don't remember what it's called, but that I really want to play that. That looked fucking awesome. A lot of stuff that you need to have a PlayStation 5 to get. The Xbox stuff you can play it on PC, last gen Xbox. It's not that exciting, and I've said this from the very beginning. That I think that Xbox is shooting themselves in the foot by saying no exclusives for 2 years. It's good for the consumer that you like don't have to upgrade to the next Xbox. Like it makes me like, oh well, kind of don't want to get a new Xbox. I'll just keep playing the games for 2 years on this. When they come out, and it'll be fine. They're probably gonna look almost as good anyways. But for them to move units, you need exclusive things that we can only get on that platform. There's no incentive to buy that other than, we swear to God it looks better over here. Promise you. Which, from what I've seen in the things, it didn't look that much better. Honestly, sorry, Philly S! I like you, you're a good guy, you care about gaming, but I gotta keep it real with you 100%. PlayStation 5, I'm definitely leaning more towards PlayStation 5. I'm probably gonna buy both, but if I had to say which one you should buy, I would say PlayStation 5. It just looks better. The games look better. The graphics are better. It's just better overall. I'm sorry. I do like Sony and I do like Xbox and I do like Nintendo. I like them all. Anytime I talk about one certain thing or in a favor of another thing, someone's like, fucking fanboy, dude. When I was talking about the Direct, people were calling me Nintendo fanboy, but I'm roasting Nintendo the whole time. I don't understand how they're like blindly defending it. I don't know. It's weird. On the internet, you can't be a fan or a critic of anything without being a fanboy of some kind. I like all video games. I play all video games, and that's just the way it is. But anyways, like I said, I think PlayStation's clearly in the lead here. Sorry. It's my opinion! And there is a new 3D platformer from the original creators of Sonic the Hedgehog, Yuji Naka and Nayo Oshima. apparently, and it's called Balan Wonderland. It's coming to Switch and Xbox and PlayStation. It's coming all over the place. It's gonna be all over the place. It's being published by Square Enix, but it had a really super like Sega vibe to it. Like watching it, some of the characters looks like Knights characters. It had like some even Sonic inspired gameplay in there. I saw a guy running really fast, and there was like a rail transfer system in this one part of a level that I saw and everything. Very Sega looking game. It's kind of disappointing that Sega's not publishing it, because Sega needs that, right? But Square Enix is publishing it. Looks fucking awesome. I highly recommend going checking out Balan Wonderland, the trailer. I'm very excited. Like I said, or like I was talking about in the Xbox game showcase with Psychonauts 2. We're getting more 3D platformers, and we need more. It was a dead genre for a long time. The market was flooded with first-person shooters and all kinds of really uninspired things. But 3D platformers is like a magical Disney wonderland with what you could do, especially with today's technology. In this game, they showed it off. There was like worlds bending and flipping and like stuff floating through the air. It looked very magical and very fun and exciting. I was getting Mario Odyssey vibes off of it as well. Super excited to check that out. So good job there, guys. Yuji Naka and Nayo Oshima, you still got it from the looks of it. The gameplay looks solid, the characters look solid. Apparently there's tons of outfits you can get, like over 80 outfits or something that have different abilities, each has different abilities that you collect. I like collectible things like that. It just looks like a great platforming time, so very excited to check it out. Tip of the cap to you boys. And something else that I am incredibly excited to check out. I love Jet Set Radio. I love playing it on my Dreamcast. I never played the Xbox sequel, which was like Jet Set Radio Future. But I think the original was called Jet Grind Radio on Dreamcast, I believe. I think it was Jet Grind Radio and then Jet Set Radio Future. And when I was younger, I was confused. Like, wait, what happened to the grind? I don't know. I think that's the case. I could be wrong. But I loved the first one so much. I played the shit out of it on Dreamcast. The next one, from what I understand, did not have graffiti in it, which was like a huge, like, the main part of the game pretty much was tagging, right? Tagging, flying around your roller skates, you grab spray paint cans, and blah, 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 blah. But I never played the sequel, like I said. And a lot of people don't really care for the sequel that much, because, like I said, I think the tagging aspect was taken out of it. But anyways, there is a spiritual successor to the original called Rush Cyberfunk. It is coming from Team Reptile, a company called, or a Team Reptile is a company, I think that's the company making it. Apparently they made some really cool games before that I've never played them. I don't know who Team Reptile is, but the trailer for Rush Cyberfunk was awesome. It looks exactly like the original Jet Grind Radio, except you don't have inline skates on, you have soap shoes, but you're still like shooting across the ground because you have like some boosters on your shoes that like shoot you across. I don't know why they didn't just make them inline skates. I feel like if they made them inline skates, then that's what's gonna push a lawsuit over the edge, because a lot of people are talking, because this thing looks so goddamn similar. If you watch the trailer, like, you would think it's a new fucking Jet Grind Radio game or Jet Set Radio game. Just looking, I swear to God, go look at it. But a lot of people are saying, oh my God, they are about to get sued like fuck from Sega. But I don't think so. I mean, I think since they don't have roller skates, that might be the thing that sets them apart enough to be like, oh, whoa, we're on soap shoes. Chill out, guys. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Sega will try to pursue legal action. Kind of be a dick move, because they don't give a shit about Jet Set Radio, Jet Grind Radio. The last game was almost 20 years ago on the Xbox. Almost 20 years ago. Seriously, they don't give a fuck. People have been asking for a new game forever. There are literally Twitter accounts dedicated to like, hey, give us a new Jet Set Radio. What the fuck, Sega? It would sell. It's great. Sega has a lot of properties that they don't really give a shit about, that they don't want to try to make things for whatever reason. A lot of companies do that. Like, we have all this huge back catalog of stuff that people want to buy, but we just don't want to make it. I don't know what the deal is with that, especially Nintendo. But, you know, it looks really cool. Very excited to check it out. Team Reptile, I hope you don't get sued. That would be bad. But it also has the original composer from Jet Set Radio, Hideki Naganuma. And it's only confirmed for Steam so far, but apparently this company releases games outside of Steam as well, so that's just what it's confirmed for so far. I'm sure it will come to other platforms, hopefully the Switch, regardless of what it comes on. Outside of Steam, I don't play PC games, but if it comes to Xbox or PlayStation or something like that, then I will check it out. But very cool. Check both of those games that I talked about out today. Lots of cool stuff coming down the pipeline. I like when companies put their creative caps on and get out there and give something that fans have been wanting for a long time. Platformers, spiritual successor to Jet Grind Radio. Fantastic stuff. Great job, everyone, today, except for Xbox, not you. But if you want to win one of 4 Nintendo eShop $50 gift cards, all you gotta do is leave a like, comment, and be subscribed. You gotta be subscribed to win, and I'll be picking a random video at the end of the month and then 4 random comments from said video at the end of the month. The video uploaded to the channel in the month of July. So get those comments on all videos uploaded to the channel in the month of July for more chances to win if you want. I'll be picking a winner live on twitch.tv/Fugamecrue at the end of the month. So follow me there. I do a lot of live streams there. I've been playing Paper Mario the Origami King. It's been a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun, but maybe you just want to tune in at the end of the month and see if you won, which I highly advise because it's easier to get a hold of people because sometimes people don't reply to the message and we just have to pick someone else to win. But anyways, like I said, twitch.tv/FUGameCrew, go follow it. If you want to look like this badass on screen right here, hit up our merch store, fugamecrew.bigcartel.com. We got shirts, stickers, mugs, all that fun stuff, good quality, fast shipping, good pricing. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/FUGameCrew for as low as $1 a month. You can really help out the channel a lot. We also have a join button down below, which is like Patreon, but through YouTube officially. You get a little badge next to your name if you become a member that way, and it changes the longer you've been a supporter of the channel. All those are great ways to support the channel, but you can support us just by liking, commenting, subscribing, any of that stuff, any way you choose to do so. I love you so much. Links to everything in the description, including my personal channel. Cameron's channel is down there as well. We're also on BitChute and Blair. Go check us out over there, and I'll see you later.
So I want to say thank you to your loyalty. Thank you for your support.
Boo!